My name is Ben, and I'm a person in recovery, and I'm going to do prompt 9. Um, so, leading up to my recovery date, I had lost 10 of my friends to fatal overdoses. And the way I dealt with that was to drown it, right? Instead of honoring them, I would drown it. Um, I was waiting for my number to come up, and it didn't. And I believe that I have purpose, in life, and I found that. But when I got into recovery, and about 6 or 8 months later, I lost the first one of my good friends in recovery, and I really had to lean in. I had to lean into God. I had to lean into my recovery supports. I had to really take a look at the why, right, of why they didn't make it to recovery. The fact that they were more afraid of being dope sick than dying, and the fact that they just didn't get to a surrender point where they had had enough pain and suffering to make that decision and that first step into recovery, detox, treatment, whatever path they took. And really focus on what I was doing in a way that could honor them. So, I do a lot of stigma awareness and overdose forums and speaking events, and every time that I do one of those, I honor my friends. I honor the people that were by my side during the hard times that didn't make it to recovery. When possible, a couple of them had children, a couple of them parents I'm friends with. I stay in touch. I invite them to events. I invite them to advocacy things to make an impact on the recovery movement moving forward. And it's really helped them have purpose behind the death of their loved one or child, as well as helping me to feel like I'm honoring them and keeping them in my thoughts. The second thing that I had to navigate that was really tough was I was told that I had thyroid cancer in recovery and that I needed surgery. I was fearful of how painful it was going to be, how serious it was, what this meant for my future. And the main thing that I was really concerned about was, am I going to need to take opiate medications, right, to manage the pain? I've had 3 back surgeries, and that's what led up to my opiate addiction. And the last thing I wanted to do was restart that motor that I have shut down. I had open conversations with my sponsor around my fears around it, my recovery supports, my friends. Came up with safety plans of, if I have to be on medication short term, should someone else hold it? How many meetings should I make? Should I stay on literature? So I spent a lot of time pre-surgery mapping out the safest way to get through it, which is totally different than before. I would have felt like I got this, I'm not going to take any meds, and if I do, I'm going to be all right because I'm in recovery. But it's just simply not the case. And the fact that I was open, honest, taking suggestions, and had a safety plan is what got me through it. And I wound up not needing the medications anyway. So that's one of those things where we spend so much time projecting all these negative outcomes that don't even come to light. But I learned a lesson there that anytime I'm concerned about a life event or something coming up, to always have conversations with the people that I've looked to for guidance, the people that I feel like are solid recovery supports, and not keep it to myself and just try and shoulder it all.